Hello everyone, this is about my 2020 Explorer ST. Check engine light for a P056 check engine light code, which is a small evaporation leak, system leak. More than likely it is the purge valve. So with the help of Justin Bryant, since there are no videos on this, I'm going to attempt to change mine. So if you get the part, it's about $40 from Rock Auto. It looks like that. It looks pretty simple to change. However, it's pretty difficult to get to. So the first thing we'll start with is that it is actually this right here with the green tabs is going to be the one end of it. The other end goes back underneath these air conditioning lines. So on the advice of Mr. Bryant, we are going to remove the four 13mm bolts that hold the strut on, and we're going to remove these two 10mm bolts that hold the AC lines in place. And after we do that, we'll start removing the hose. So I can't hold the camera and work on the car. I did remove the plastic cover over the battery. I thought it might give me a little more access to get those two 10mm bolts out. It does not, but I just recently had the battery replaced and the cowling was not aligned properly, so that's no big deal. So these two bolts are out, 10mm, one here and one here. They are kind of tough to get to, but definitely worth it. It gives us substantially more room to get in there. A note, I'm in Florida and I drove for a couple hours this morning. Even though the car's been sitting for 2 hours, that AC line is ripping hot. So I'm going to try to continue, but this would be best done first thing in the morning before you drive the car. So again, we're going to start with, this is the part we want to change right here. We're going to take that connector off and this connector, and then we're going to reach back there and try to release the electrical connector on the firewall side of this. Okay, so we have these two connectors off. This one here is kind of a little bitch. You need two hands. You push the two green tabs away from the end and push it out, and that will slide off. This connector here, very simple. Just squeeze the two tabs together and it pops right off. So we are halfway there. Now the fun ones. So by taking this AC mounting bolts out, you can see a little bitch right there that says Ford Motor Company on it. That's the far end of this thing, but this AC line's so hot I can't hold it. Well, as most jobs go, there's blood involved. Anyway, it's together. Don't forget to put the rubber mount back over the little tab. It might be easier to do that before you try to connect the electrical connector. For some reason, that electrical connector back there was a real mofo to get on. Just make sure you got the plug oriented in the right way. There's actually two little tabs on the plug that have to fit. Anyway, yeah, it was a pain in the ass getting the plug back on. Oh, it's all back together except for one hose right here. Don't forget your last hose. Take that hose off there. And that would be this one. Let's see what I'm doing. There we are. Kind of difficult with one hand. But that's the last hose. And there's my blood. We'll button this back up and clear the code and give it a try. And everyone, we are all buttoned up. One thing I didn't know where it came from. This hose here had a clip on it. It actually clips to the lip of the valve cover, right here, to hold that down. So everything's buttoned up except for the brace, and we'll bolt that in and fire it up. If you have a HP scanner or 4Scan, so you connect to the vehicle, key on. You go to the little wrench right there. Come on, wrench. It'll read your codes. Oh, read codes. Haven't done this in a while. So that was the code that I was throwing, the P0456, and we're gonna clear that. And that's it. Exit. Since I have the tuner scanner thing hooked up, I'm gonna put the tune back on my car as soon as I verify that the engine light stays out. Hope this was helpful, and talk to you soon.